washed out. So we park, I grab my cameras, and we hike. Hey everybody, John here. I'm out free range exploring again. I am north of Wyndon, Arizona in the Harcuvar Mountains. A little exploring on Landsat. Showed that there were some promising spots up in here. I'll pan this around in just a moment. There are 3 or 4 spots. A little difficult to get to. Actually, the road in front of me is completely washed out, so I'm going to have to hike to this first spot. But hope you're going to enjoy with me. Let me kind of show you what we're working with here. Got a totally washed out road in front of me, but further up you can see the tailing up there and what's left of some stonework, and that's one of 2 or 3 that I've seen, so hopefully I get to document it all on film. So see you guys in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect this from my tripod, and we're gonna go take a hike. Okay, we're getting closer to this first location. It does say no trespassing in paint, but that's really old. You can tell by how faded it is. Obviously still no buildings left up here that I can see, but we'll take a look, see what we find up here. There's almost always something interesting. It is all uphill, of course. Seems to be the way that my life goes, is every one of these is all uphill. Used to be able to actually drive up to this. If you look at this road, can't really see the Jeep at this point. It's really nice wash off to this side. Excuse my hard breathing, but it was all uphill to get here. All right, shut this off for a minute so I can scramble up the little embankment there and see what I find. Okay, up at the top here, definitely signs that there was a pretty substantial break. This is the front of the one working. You can see all of the timber has rotted away, so this is definitely old. It's been here a while. But we have a separate stonework right over here, and then as I pan around, right up here there's a piece of fence, so I'll go take a look at that here in just a minute. Beautiful view of the valley down here. They have some pretty country up here. Also, this is the best time to do this. I've got a little bit of clouds down in the valley, even though it's the first week of February. It's still in the 80s down in Phoenix, but up here it's about 65. So I'm going to put this away, go hike a little bit more, see what else I find up here, see what's worth filming, take a few still shots. See you all in a couple minutes. Okay, I'm a little further up where that fenced off area was. most of the fence is torn down. I looked around all these trees. I can't see a reason why it was fenced off. I don't see a mine shaft or anything. Unless it was part of the fence to protect whatever this building was. Obviously it's old, but it was new enough in the modern era to where there was electricity, because that's welding marks at the end of that pipe, which goes into the side of the concrete here. So we know that can't date back much more than the 1930s probably, where this pipe was laid out. Alright, come down the side here with me. Old telephone pole here. Also, that's conduit pipe, so there was electricity running to this building. Strange. Okay, I don't see anything else here, so I'm going to make it back down to the Jeep, and we're going to move on to the next thing we find, whatever that is. See you in a bit. Okay, so now I'm having to back my way down the same hill I was just on. There's no room to turn around. So that leaves me the only alternative, which is to come back out the way I came. Oh well, that is the way of things when you're four-wheeling. Okay, made it. Let's go see where this takes us. See y'all in a bit. Well, this road is definitely interesting, if nothing else. I can hardly call it a road. It's more like a path, and it's definitely not maintained. I'm not going to like life if I have to back out of this, but hopefully I can find some place to turn around. I don't know how much further this goes. Can't go a whole lot further. I've got a big mountain in front of me. I'm actually having to take this slowly and in 4-low. Turning more into a 4-wheel drive adventure than it is a mine exploration, but sometimes it's the only way you can get to some of these places. I do hope there is a place to turn around up here. Tire tracks, mostly ATVs, they're probably better suited for this, but that definitely looks like a place I could turn around if I had to. Oh boy. title this more of an off-road adventure than I am a hunt for abandoned buildings. Assault vehicle here is being a good little mountain goat. Man, how high does this go? Safe. I'll be honest. And I'll be okay now that I'm turned around. But if I had a tilt meter, it would not be happy right now. Okay, I'm going to stop for a minute. I'm going to hike up this trail just a little bit to see if it actually goes anywhere else. But I think I'm not going to go any further up here. Not by myself. So safety is always the first consideration. So I'm going to shut this off and see you on the other side. Okay. This is what's on the other side of my Jeep. And this is pretty much straight down. And when I go down to, you can see my Jeep right there. where it's pointed. I'm surrounded by drop-offs that would not be very good for me if I make a wrong move here. So we're gonna, I already got turned around. That was my biggest objective. Now it's a matter of getting off this hill. So I will see you down at the bottom and we'll continue our adventure. This is where I am compared to the buildings that we were just at. Sorry that the wind is probably making this almost unhearable. So, see you in a bit. There's a little bit of wind up here, so this is probably going to make this noisy. Somebody's house used to be here. This is further down the hill from where I was. I did make it off the hill in one piece. So, no insurance money for other people yet. This has definitely been here a while. It's just really kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. As a house or a building. Lots of signs of habitation. This looks like it was an old well. Possibly. Tons and tons of tin cans. Most old, some new. There's been some camping up here. These go on forever. Look at how many cans. Could call this Tin Can Alley up here. These are all definitely old. The old style that you actually had to use a can opener. I mean, I had those in my lifetime, but I'm old also, so. Wonder how far this goes. Looks like an old paint bucket. Finally kind of at the end of it. Well, I spoke too soon. More and more. Well, something major went on here for this many cans, or it went on for a lot of years. Okay, I'm going to circle around a little bit, turn this off, see what I find. See if there's a wash or something. Maybe there's something else interesting around here. If not, I'll see you while I'm back on the road. Well, up where that slab was, I found signs of more modern people being here. People could actually mine for brass. They've been using this as a shooting area, and you can see by the trail, you know, if brass ever gets really expensive, you can see all of the shell casings here. Lots of AR-15, M16, 223, and then other sizes as well, all down the side. And that's a shame. They should at least pick up their brass. And I can see cans and stuff like that that have been thrown down for target practice. And when you see further, people have put up boxes. I'm a shooter too, but at least I clean up my mess. This is totally irresponsible. Anyway, as far as other than that really nice wash that's down here that goes on for a while, which might have been where these people or whatever they were doing in that house, this is where they were working when this was still a flowing river, before Alamo Lake was formed. That might have been why they were here, but I haven't found any other workings or buildings, so it's going to be back on the road again. Okay, in my wanderings I have found another mine. I'm going to go take a peek at it real quick. It is, at least according to my GPS, actually in between spots. But I saw the tailings off in the distance, so I went ahead and drove up here. Big tailings. I can see them all the way about a mile away, and I'll show you here. We'll go check this out and see if it's a horizontal or vertical shaft. Of course, they have it fenced off. And if they have it fenced off, that means that it hasn't been worked in a while. But our favorite sign is still there. What do we got here? Looks like a vertical shaft. Oh yeah, it goes quite a ways. Big deep hole. Hole 2. More workings right here. Definitely hasn't been worked in a while. Again, probably not since Alamo Lake got dammed up, now turned into a lake. No water flowing anymore, so with no water, no way for them to really run the mine. Alright, kind of cool to check out. Gonna hit the road again. Well, a little closer to Alamo Lake. I'm finding lots of mine workings. Unfortunately, I'm not finding a lot of buildings to explore to go along with it. Remnants of buildings where they work the mine. You can see the variety of rock that they were pulling out of here. And here's this. That post is loose. Again, goes way down there. Type of mine you'd like to enjoy if you had rappelling equipment. Now, an interesting thing, I saw a survey marker on this one. I haven't seen those too much, so I'll go ahead and go around this. Now again, all this fencing and everything is really old. But this says this is a witness post. Please do not disturb nearby survey marker. So where would the survey marker be? On top of this hill, maybe? The ones I'm familiar with are a spike in the ground that has a flat top on it, and the Geological Survey information on it. Alright, it's gonna be like a geocache hunt. I'm gonna shut this off and see if I can do a circle here real quick and see if I can find this. If not, I'll hop back on the Jeep and keep free range exploring. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, it was actually really close to where the sign was itself. Hidden behind a tree branch here. See if I can get in close so people can see it. Now, there was also, at some point, drill marks where it looks like they did some blasting here too. And I saw some veins going up through here. Yep, you can see it right here. So, really interesting. Alright, I found it. So, it's going to be on to the next. Okay, even though I'm not finding buildings, this area is definitely loaded with mine workings. I've got one here. As I pan around, I've got one there. As I go back in between the other ones, I've got one down here. Let's go see what one of these. There was another one further up the road that I saw that I didn't record because it was a slit trench. It wasn't very deep. Most of these are just exploratory, but they've still blocked them off so people don't fall in. They must have definitely at least thought that there was mineral-rich deposits up here. That one goes back in a ways. What do we got here? I don't think that goes very far. As far back as I think. Hard to tell from where I'm at. In more right there, even with some timber going across it. And as I go down this into the wash here, let's go see what this one is. Well, that's a horizontal shaft. Maybe I'll take a peek. See if I can get back in there. Shutting this off for a minute. Okay, I'm approaching that small mine shaft. It's not very big, it looks more like an exploratory. Ow. Cactus in the back of my leg, that always feels good. Let me turn a flashlight on here. Share what I see with you guys. Oh look, a few weeks ago I ran into this. Lots of cholla. Oh. Well, that's all the further back it goes. So nothing really on this one. All right, had to at least take a look. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to be getting all this off my shoes. I don't want another bout of cellulitis from poking myself like I did a few weeks ago. And, played the devil trying to get it to heal up. Alright, see you when I get back to the Jeep. Okay everybody, thanks for coming along. I'm going to call it a day, at least, on the adventure out in the Harcuvar Mountains. Found some mine shafts. Didn't find a lot of buildings to look at. A little bit of stonework. A wicked 4x4.